Thanks for joining me. In this broadcast, I'm going to be sharing with you kind of the behind the scenes story as to how I was able to leave corporate and start to become my own boss. I'm also going to be sharing with you core lessons learned from building my first business. It was a fitness business and taking it from 0 to 6 figures in just under 6 months. And also, I'm going to be sharing with you the truth behind what it actually takes to earn more money. And this answer really shocked me because in all of my years working as a certified financial advisor, this concept never clicked into place. So hang with me real tight. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to jump right into today's lesson. Okay, by way of formal introduction, I'm Molly Ann Luna. I'm an online marketing expert and business growth strategist, and I help you create more freedom in your life by leveraging your expertise online. Specifically, I'm the creator of the Income Amplifier, and I am known for breaking things down super simple, giving you the step-by-step so that you too can go out and have a really successful business and to earn more money passively. Because quite honestly, I believe that there is genius inside of you. There is a solution that you are put on this earth to help someone else solve. And you can basically bottle up that information via a digital course. You can set it up with intelligent marketing strategies so that you can be working not quite so hard and be earning some passive income online. So I come from the Midwest, and straight out of high school, I was like, what am I going to do with my life? I knew I wanted to go to college because I thought going to college was going to be kind of my ticket out. I wanted to create a life just radically different from the experience that I had growing up in the Midwest. Now, that's not to say that I didn't have a great experience. I just wanted a different experience. So my junior year of high school, I went ahead and I enlisted into the United States Army Reserves because I wanted to become I wanted to be able to go to college. And specifically at that time, I really thought I wanted to be a veterinarian. And that's because the one person in my life that I really looked up to and I admired she was a business owner, was my Aunt Julie, and she was a veterinarian. And so I spent 8 years in the United States Army Reserves going to college and studying everything, animal science and veterinary medicine, only to then get to the finale of it, I guess, of okay, make the decision. Am I going to go on and spend the next 4 years and invest all this money and really go down this route? And at the time, it just did not feel right. So I took a completely different turn, and fast forwarding through a few years here. But my first real job outside of college graduation was as a certified financial advisor, because I knew, to me, it was so important to really understand the concept of money and to not only learn the principles for myself, because I knew that at some point I wanted to have a family and that I wanted to set them up for financial success in a big, big way, bigger than what my parents were able to provide for me and bigger than what my grandparents were able to provide for them. So I thought, yes, certified financial advisor, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a lot of money and I'm going to help a lot of people. So I sincerely thought that I was living the good life. I got my college degree, I married a really hunky husband, I got a fancy job title, I had a 401k, I had the house, I had a sports car. Like, I thought that I had made it. Like, this was the conveyor belt of success and what I was taught in my Midwest upbringing. Only to really realize that at the end of the day, I was so sick, I was so tired, I was overworked, I was broke, and I was frustrated. And yeah, I was broke. Let me emphasize that. I was working as a certified financial advisor to help people build wealth. Specifically, I helped people trade their brokerage and mutual fund accounts. And I myself was thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in debt. And I just was like, this is not okay. So I decided to completely walk away from my corporate gig. And I remember my boss going, okay, Molly Ann, but like, what are you going to do now? And I was so terrified. I had no idea, no clue what I was going to do. But I knew that it couldn't be this, and I had to find a better way. So taking a quick little sneak peek at what my life looks like today, I am my own boss. I do all of my work from my laptop, from my home. Occasionally, sometimes I put myself together and I get out and I network and I speak on stages across the country. But I'm married to an incredible man. We've been married 10 years, Javon Luna. And for fun, we co-host a professional development, personal development talk show called Coffee with Mojo in the morning, because I'm so passionate about helping people, and it's really fun. I am also a mother to this adorable little sweet pea, Ahana. She's going to be 3 in August, and this here is also one of my passions. I love children's books, and I actually wrote that book that I'm reading to her in this picture. And when I'm not working and I'm not creating and helping clients, you can always find me on a local trailhead because I love to be outside. But really, the core thing is that my days are what I decide. If I decide I want to do a live broadcast today, that is my to-do list. If I decide I want to sit in my jams and binge watch Netflix, I can do that too. And that's because of what I teach inside of the Income Amplifier, which is all about leveraging your time and expertise and making smart passive income. So during my transition from corporate America into becoming an entrepreneur, I didn't know what to do, but I knew that I loved fitness. I was so passionate about fitness. I was a long distance runner in high school. I played basketball for a ton of years. I loved fitness. I wanted to help people get really fit. So I started very small, and I just started training people one-on-one. And it soon, caught word of mouth, so to speak. And to be really, really honest and really fair, it was a lot of hustle and grit when I first started to build my business. And that is because, honestly, I didn't have anywhere else to turn. I just walked away from $55,000 steady pay every year, a 401k, healthcare benefits, paid time off to start my own gig. So I was hungry, to say the least. And so I trained a lot of people for a long time. And I really, really, really thought at that time, I just really had this paradigm of the answer is to really work hard and to save hard. Have you, okay, if you've heard that, at least raise your hand or say, yep, I've heard of it. Or if you believe that still, go ahead and say, yep, I believe it. Because, and it's okay. It's okay if you do, because I did for a lot of years. Like I said, I come from a Midwestern, very blue collar family who are very hard workers. And I just thought that was the answer. I just got to work harder. I got to save harder. But the truth of it is, it's not the answer. What ended up happening was that because of the success that I had been building, the financial success I'd been building in my business, my husband, Javon, was active duty Army at the time. And he saw what I was doing. And he had really thought, he spent 12 years as a non-commissioned officer in the US Army. And he had really thought, I'm going to go the full 20 years. This is going to be my thing. And then he realized it just wasn't as satisfying to him anymore. And he was working a ton and his days were not his own. And he just saw the flexibility that I was creating and the finances I was creating. And he decided to come on board with me. And it was a really pivotal moment in our life. This is probably, I think it's 2013, if I'm remembering correctly. And he decided, I'm going to walk away from my military career. We don't have kids yet. Let's completely uproot our lives, leave the military post, go to Los Angeles, California, and start this business all over from scratch because I believe in you, I believe in us. And it was really great for a little while. And this is the window where we went from earning zero money, because we moved to a whole new town. We didn't know anybody. In fact, we didn't even have a place to live. We Airbnb'd it and then slept in our car a few times, long before we got an apartment here, because I don't know if you guys know this, but rent here in LA is ridiculous. But anyway, so we had nowhere else to turn. We had given up not only my corporate gig, but we had also given up my Javon's military career and that steady pay. So we were hungry, to say the least. But the point that I wanted to get to was why working harder, not smarter, and saving hard is like not the answer, because it took a real toll on our marriage. And it was only, I think it was within the first maybe year and a half of running Team Luna Gains together, my husband was just like, babe, I just can't do this anymore. I don't know how to be your husband, and I don't know how to be your business partner. And he just said, I want out. And so I tried to hang on to it for a little while I could, but it was becoming too much for me. I couldn't maintain the pace. And so I had to really ask myself the question, how do I continue to make money but not completely burn myself out? So I really started just ask better questions is really what it came down to. And I knew that taking on more clients was not working. Increasing my hourly rate, it just wasn't enough because, let's be real honest, there's only so many hours in a day. And even if you're charging the maximum rate that you can in your industry, you're still going to cap out on something, right? Because at the end of the day is over. You can't make any more money. And I just really realized that continuously just trading my time for money was not going to be enough. I had to figure out a way to leverage my expertise so that I could make a bigger impact, I could earn more money, and I could stress way, way less. So are you curious to know how I did this? If yes, go ahead and type yes in the comments below. And I'll give you a second here because there's a delay on my end. But go ahead and tell me, are you ready to know what I did? Okay, yes. So I started leveraging my expertise online. And specifically, I started using free online tools. I was just like, you know what? At the time, my business model was that I was creating personal fitness workouts and nutrition programs for my clients. And every time I got a new client, I was crafting something completely from scratch. And I was like, you know what? I got to get smarter about this. I did a lot of research and I found some free online tools that made it really simple and easy for me to still offer that customized experience, but to craft it in such a way that I didn't have to start from scratch again. I could really just make a few tweaks and then fire off an email to my client to not only get them their information faster, but also it was more cohesive and a lot less work on my end. I also started to create online products. So this is where I had created, like set workouts. If you want to go from the couch to running a 5K, go ahead and download my PDF, and I'm going to show you, this is what you do on Monday. This is what you do on Tuesday, that sort of thing. I did this in the form of PDFs to start and short videos. I did videos. Yeah, I used YouTube. And then the third thing I did, which was the biggest game changer, was that I hired a coach. I hired someone, actually several people, and if I'm being really candid, that's been a lot of money, a lot of money. I basically put myself through online business school all over again. But I hired people, really smart people who knew systems and just knew things that I didn't know and that they could teach me and help me fast track it. And then after all of this, after working in corporate America as a financial advisor, after hustling and running my own business and having success and then burning out, I finally learned the secret of what it actually takes to make money. I can't even believe that it took me so long to realize this. Real quick, I'm curious to know, do you already know the secret? If so, awesome. Go ahead in the comments below if you know the secret to making, real money. Go ahead and type it in the comments below. I want to give you a high five. And if not, hang with me because I'm going to get to it here in just a second. Okay. All right, no more waiting. Let's get to it. This is the thing they did not teach me in all of the time I spent studying to be a certified financial advisor. Ugh. There are only 3 ways to earn money. I don't care what industry you're in. I don't care what products or services you offer. There are only 3 ways to earn money. And the first one, of course, I'm sure you know it, is trading your time for money. You know, having that steady 9-to-5 gig, or being a freelancer, or, you know, just being somebody that says, hey, I've got this service and I'd like to do this for you in exchange for some cash. That is the first way of making money. It works. It's great. I'm not saying to give it up, but I'm letting you know there are smarter ways. The second one is to invest your money. So this is where you go ahead and you put your money to work for you. You did the hard work the first time, right? Trading your time for money. Now it's time to go and invest it wisely. Invest it into something like real estate or brokerage account or mutual funds or 401ks, which are all great vehicles. And like I said, I worked in that realm for a really long time. And I won't speak on that too much, but it is very smart. If you can find a smart investment, you know, do your research, but invest your money so that it can come back and grow and pay you in the long run. And I'll get to that in a second. Okay, and then finally, the secret, the like mind-blowing secret that I just did not comprehend up until a few years ago, was to create multiple streams of income. So what does this mean? Multiple streams of income. That means not just working your 9-to-5 gig, not just investing into one stock or one mutual fund or one real estate property, but to create lots of different ways money can come to you. And some will be active because there still will require some effort on your end, right? Because money, after all, money is a yardstick that measures the quality and the quantity of service that we render to one another. And so if you are providing excellent quality and quantity of service, you will be paid very handsomely. And so you will still have to put forth effort, but it's creating multiple streams of income, some that are active and some that are passive. And I encourage you to do your homework and to figure out how to create more passive streams of income for yourself and for your family. It's something that I've figured out. It's what I help my clients do, and it is just a complete and total game changer for my life. I mean, now I've got the house to myself. You might notice it's very quiet and I love it, but I have the freedom to choose if I want to be home with my kiddos or if I want to have a work day. Like, I have the freedom. I don't have to call into my boss and have a sick day or not work and make any income. Like, I have passive streams of income coming in. And so that is the true secret to having freedom and building wealth. So I want to share with you very quickly 3 things that you can be doing to start to earn more money right now. And these might seem overly simplistic, and they might seem like, you know what, I've already heard this before, but I think that there are no accidents and you are here for a reason. And that whether you have heard it before or you've tried it before and it's not quite worked out, I want you to come in this moment and choose, I'm going to have an open mind and I'm going to take something away from this time that I've spent with Molly Ann today. Okay, deal? Yeah. All right, so the first thing that you can be doing is to, of course, create a new stream of income. Now, you might be like, I don't know how to do that, and that's okay. I just want you to start very simply, and if you've got a pen and paper, please just go ahead and write this down, or if you don't have pen and paper, you've got your phone in your hand or your laptop at your fingertips, type this question in the comments below, just because doing so will just help you remember it and will get your brain thinking. But be asking yourself, what problem can I help someone else solve? What problem can I help someone else solve? I'm not asking you to come up with a whole huge new business plan or to completely walk away from your corporate job. I'm just asking you to start thinking about how you could create a new stream of income by simply solving a problem for someone else. So if you've got an idea about that problem you can help solve, I would love to hear it. Type it in the comments below. Shoot me a private message later. I'd love to chat about it. But that's where you're going to start. The second thing is that you are going to identify and let go of any limiting beliefs. So what thoughts are really, holding you back from achieving more? Do you believe that there's not enough time in the day? Like, I'm way too busy. I don't know how to do that. I can't afford to do that. What is it? There's something. We all have them, myself included. It's something I have to work on regularly. They're just these limiting beliefs that are like quiet whispers. Sometimes they're loud and annoying, and sometimes they're just quiet and subtle, and they're just holding you back from actually being more productive and taking action and doing the things that you need to do to really set yourself up for more success. And then number 3, this is the best thing I think you could possibly do for yourself, and it's to invest in yourself. We talked about the 3 ways of making money: trading your time for money, investing, and I've given the example of investing into other vehicles like brokerage accounts, mutual funds, 401ks, that sort of thing. But honestly, there's no better investment than investing in your own personal education, because no one can take that away from you. So whether you're investing money or you're investing time like you're doing right now, you're actually investing in yourself by showing up and being here at this power session. You're investing the time into yourself to start learning the things that you need to learn to set yourself up for more financial success. So these are my 3 things that I want you to start thinking about doing. Think about the problem you can help people solve. What limiting beliefs are holding you back from helping those people solve that problem? And of course, in what ways can you be investing in yourself more to learn the tools and get the resources needed to be able to set up those multiple streams of income? Okay, and so this is, we're about to wrap up here, but this is where I just want to invite you to continue to just, put this time frame on your calendar. Tuesdays, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, or 1 p.m. if you're on the East Coast. But I'm making a vow to you that I'm going to show up here on Tuesdays for power sessions to teach you step by step. Today was a little bit more of a review and like, who is Molly and why should I care about this? Today was really a test run, like I said. So thank you for hanging with me as I'm navigating this new technology, this new digital platform that I'm streaming on. But moving forward, it is pure value. I'm going to be giving you step-by-step instructions on what you can be doing to really start creating passive streams of income, multiple streams of income, and how you can, actually, let me go to the next slide. That would be helpful. These are some of the questions that I'll be answering over the next several weeks, okay? I'm going to be answering questions like, how do I earn more money without working harder than I already am? What does it look like to earn money online via a digital course? Because after all, that's one of my specialties, is digital course creation. I'm going to be answering, what would I teach someone how to do, and who would even buy from me? And what if I'm not tech savvy, or what if I don't have any startup capital? Like, how do I really get a business started without any extra money and probably very little time, to be honest? And I'm also going to be answering questions like, how do I sell my course without being salesy? And how will this digital course ultimately help my business? Or if it's not going to turn into a full-fledged business, how will it improve my family's financial state of being? So these are going to be happening every single Tuesday. Like I said, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. Now, if you want to make sure that you never miss a broadcast, what I need you to do here very shortly is head over to my website, mollyannluna.com, and then click on that big gold button at the top, and then just simply enter your name and email. What that's going to do is it's going to put you on a very VIP email list. And I'll be sending out email reminders, and also at the end of each of these power sessions, I'm going to have what I call a success sheet. It's basically a worksheet that's really easy for you to kind of put all your thoughts together, and it's going to help give you a step-by-step action plan, something tangible that you can look and hold and read and complete to really move the needle forward on your finances. But if you want to receive those success sheets at all, you absolutely have to opt in to the Power Sessions VIP list. And again, you do that by going to mollyandluna.com and clicking on that big gold button at the top. Okay, that's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for hanging with me. I sincerely appreciate you. Again, my name is Molly Ann Luna. I'm an online marketing expert and a business growth strategist. And if you ever have any questions, I'm only an email away. That's mollyann@mollyannluna.com. Otherwise, I will see you right back here, same time, same place, next Tuesday. Thanks.